Evening gamers. It is I. Hello. Okay, right. Let me just grab some music real quick before I get started. This one. That's the one. Right. So, working on stuff for Dritz's travelogue of everything again today. Working pretty much from scratch on sort of like a Divine Ranger Conclave or something like that. That's the plan, anyway, is to do exactly that. Greetings, I say. Nothing, I literally just started. Oh yeah, Phil Swift has been there for a while. I think it was from a bit from, I think it was from like I did a stream of like making magic items. Oh, hang on. I did a stream of making magic items, and we made the, I think it was the Tape of Swift Repair, and I discovered there is a Phil Swift wiki, and man, it is some powerful literature. I'll try and find the clip, because it's probably saved on my thing, because it is interesting. Especially just me laughing at the thing I'm reading for like 5 minutes, but I'm gonna go post it anyway, because I still think it's funny. I watched it again probably about a month ago or so and found it just as funny, so I'm gonna go take a look. Where is it? Oh, here. I think this is it. Oh, I have a second clip here. I'm not sure what. I think this is the one. Yes, this is it. Took me a second to find it, but here it is. It is very funny. But either way, so Divine Ranger Conclave. I've made a Ranger Conclave recently for another project I'm working on, and it's pretty much the opposite of this. So I've had my practice, I'll put it that way. And the new Rangers tend to have like a very specific design space, which is they get spells, because Rangers get basically no spells in base, and Tashas, and to a lesser extent Xanathars, but especially Tashas, aim to, through patchwork fiddling, make Ranger not the worst thing on the planet. And they, in a way that I'm not personally a fan of, but they do succeed. Like, it works, don't get me wrong, and Ranger has gone from being total trash to actually, you know, at least okay. Xanathars did a lot for it by adding Horizon Walker and Gloom Stalker, which, attached to any other class, would be horribly broken, but because they're on Ranger, a class that is, all in all, terrible, they're actually very reasonable. Even Gloom Stalker, which is just like, oh yeah, you just get an extra attack on the first round of combat, which is, I mean, it's just kind of okay, to be honest, but, right. Let me grab some Ranger Conclaves real quick. My good buddy 5e tools. Not entirely certain if I'm allowed to shout those guys out, but I'm going to anyway. So, because it's very good for getting a sort of a wide look at everything you might want to reference. It's very good. And if you're a prepared caster, you can like make your they have like an app or whatever. You can twiddle all your spells down in there, which is quite useful. I wish I'd known that when I was playing a cleric last year, because I would have used it. I would have used it a lot. Right, I'm looking at Fey Wanderer and Swarmkeeper. I may as well grab a hold of Horizon Walker. Oh, there's Monster Slayer as well. I forgot about that one. I always forget about Monster Slayer. Basically, I've just grabbed a hold of like all of the Tashas and Xanathars Ranger subclasses. We're going off of that design space, which is basically give them a spell, or give them a spell of every level for free, that is within flavor, obviously. And then give them some kind of ability that improves their damage in a reasonably unique fashion. For example, Fey Wanderer, each time you hit once per turn when you hit a creature with an attack, you do extra psychic damage, which is pretty simple, but if you've got multiple targets, you can split it up. I haven't ruled that out. I was going to mention that in a minute, but it's certainly a very good way of making sure that they're good. My neighbors have just started playing some music. I can't hear it, but I can sort of kind of make out that there is sound. I assume it probably isn't picking up, but if it is, my window is closed and they're very loud, so there's not really fuck all I can do about that. Those neighbors are just loud, and not as bad as the last set of neighbors I had there, because fuck me. Never in my life have I screamed indiscriminately at another human being that I didn't know. But man, did I do that multiple times with those fucking assholes. It's very cathartic, because, you know, you're just yelling at somebody to shut up. It was very empowering, it very much is. Yeah. Either way. So, Cleric Spells sharing is a strong idea, and I think realistically I can do both, or we can do both, whatever the vernacular is there. Whether that's going to be too strong, too weak, I don't know. The main thing is that the Ranger spell list is, how should I put it, awful. It's blatantly just bad. Again, Tasha's helps, gives them a few pretty good spells, gives them Aid, Entangle, gives them Revivify, which is neat. I don't think they really should have it, but they do have it. I think it's, you know, the Ranger spell list is very, very bad, and I think it is just kind of, it's an upgrade to give any class access to another class's spell list, but it's especially an upgrade to, say, oh hey, hello, you know, the worst class in the game, or the worst spell list in the game, let's give you access to, like, the second best spell list in the game. Because, man, Cleric Spells are really good. I think that is like, that is a direction. I think that the Ruthless Inquisitor thing should 100% be a clear option here, though I don't think it should necessarily be the archetype. I think we focus it as a more benign divine agent, but then kind of give options as to what specifically that means. You know, are you somebody who murders people on behalf of the church? Are you a traveling proselytizer? Are you, I don't know, some kind of divine emissary or something? All of those. Actually, that is what we're going to call this. We're going to call them emissaries. I think, is that how you spell? How the fuck? I think I did it the wrong way around. I did. It's 2 S's and 1 M, as opposed to 2 M's and 1 S. Or 2 M's and 2 S's. So yeah. Emissary, you know, like, I kind of like that. Emissary is sort of a, you know, somebody who sends and delivers messages. The message might be, hey, look at this god. His name is Booga. He's pretty cool. Or, you know, hey, look, Booga sent you a message. It says to pay your taxes. Or Booga has sent you a message, and then they shoot you right between the eyes. Those are all messages, just with very different tones and severities, you know? I'm gonna just make sure I don't forget about flavor text here. I haven't written any flavor text for any of these subclasses yet. I need to get around to doing that. It's just not interesting to do it on stream. I'm gonna do it in my own time. It's just like fiddling around with prosy nonsense for 2, 3, 4 sentences, coming up with something that looks cohesive is just a faff, and it's not interesting to stream at all. But I will do this. I put, that is not how I knew that wasn't. Oh, okay, I was close. It was, It was an E instead of an O. Oh, that's all good. I'll slap something in there now. I might as well. I say I had a look and I saw it wasn't there, but that doesn't matter. Oh. There we go. Right. So, I also want to put this on 2-column because when I'm working in D&D stuff, it's got to be 2-column. Like, some of my files are 1-column, just because like spells work a little nicer in 1-column, but everything else 2 columns. Because if it don't look like the book, I don't want to see it. One of the reasons I also use Cambria instead of the default Calibri font. I also just like Cambria. I'll like me some serifs. Right. So all of the Ranger subclasses. Oh yeah, sure thing. Let's say. Thanks for stopping by. So all of the Ranger subclasses from Xanathars and Tashas, as I was saying before, have a means of bumping their damage in some significant capacity. Horizon Walker has what the fuck is it called? I literally have like 2 Horizon Walkers in my character. Planar Warrior, that's it. Gloom Stalker gets Dread Ambusher, which gives them an extra attack during the first round of combat, and extra speed as well, which is pretty okay. That's probably, honestly, the most underwhelming of all of them. Like, especially at higher levels where combats are way longer and way less frequent. Monster Slayer definitely has the best one. It gives you Hunter's Mark for free, but it isn't Hunter's Mark, so you can put Slayer's Prey, which is the ability name on somebody, and then use Hunter's Mark on the next turn, and it's really good, basically. And Swarmkeeper has the most unique one, because you get your little buzzy insects, or fairies, or what are they, birds, twig blights. I really wish it wasn't called Swarmkeeper. It really makes it seem like they only care about bugs, and they don't. They care about other things as well, like, I don't know, whatever you want them to, I guess. That's kind of the point. So, damage boost at 3rd level. And it needs to be unique in how it's applied. Because all of the Ranger abilities that boost damage work in very different ways. Some of them are very simple, like Fey Wanderers shoot different people, and you do more damage. Your damage output is higher. Horizon Walker is use a bonus action, get a bonus to damage. Monster Slayer is, hey, it's just free damage every round to one target, and also all the other abilities are about you killing that guy as well. The marked creature, I think it is, but you can change your mark whenever you. The Monster Hunter one is really good. Okay. And what have I missed? Gloom Stalker, I think. Actually, I'm going to take that off my list, because Gloom Stalker is very specific in what it is. So, first of all, I think the simplest thing to go for will be Divine Magic. No, I need to clear my throat again. Fuck me. Okay, right. Okay. Now let's make a table. Ranger level. Spells. So all of these abilities, they give you one spell of every level from 1st to 5th. Now I'm not going to say that that's super amazing, but it's not like Paladins getting 2 free spells per level, and Clerics also getting the same thing, because sure, Clerics are just kind of nuts like that. 9th, 13th, and 17th. So let's take a look at Cleric Spells and pick good ones. That's ultimately what I'm going for here, is let's pick good spells. Let's make... Like, ultimately, we could, like, focus this ranger around casting spells in some way, and I think that could be really interesting, actually. I am having a very cursed... No, I was like, ooh, we could give, like, them a Divine Smite ability, but let's not do that. Because we want to encourage them to cast spells, and not just never cast spells ever, because that's what Divine Smite does. Man, I don't like Divine Smite. I don't know why I keep thinking, oh, this could be a good design decision, when I know for a fact that it isn't, and Divine Smite is stupid. Divine Smite is a necessary evil, and I hate that it's necessary, or just there at all. Spells. Cleric Spells. I'll probably take an early break today, because I am fucking starving, so I'm going to do this and probably take a break. But I will try not to be gone for too long, because, you know, it's an early break, and I don't usually take breaks this early. I just said the same thing, but whatever, you know what I'm talking about. I feel like an obvious thing here is giving them Healing Word. Like, there's also Sanctuary, and Shield of Faith. That's also a really... Ooh, it's actually a good toss-up between, like, Healing Word is just kind of, like, obviously amazing. But Shield of Faith feels more in flavor. There's also Bless as well, which is also a very good spell. But honestly, it's a toss-up between Healing Word and Shield of Faith, honestly. Because they're just so good. Like, they're just kind of nuts. I'll tell you what, we could give them access to Paladin spells. That could be also just really treading on Paladin's toes. Oh. Right, Ranger level. That would make sense, yeah. I think unless there's like a directly just kind of better third level cleric spell to give them, then that's a good idea. Do I give them Shield of Faith? Do I give them Shield of Faith, which is more in flavor, or Healing Word, which is just really, really spicy? It's Shield of Faith. Like, I'm just looking for an excuse to give a half-caster Healing Word, because that's really strong. Second level. What are we looking at for second level? What are we working with here? Should probably look at non-ranger spells. I think that's probably... There is Spiritual Weapon. Do I give them Spiritual... Yes, I give them Spiritual Weapon. That's a spicy pick right there. Spiritual Weapon on a ranger? Hell yes. I am on board with this. It's very dumb, but man, do I like it. There is also Prayer of Healing, which I feel is also in flavor, but I might steer away from healing spells for the effects, probably. Maybe. Don't know. Let's look at third level cleric spells. I'm liking the idea of giving them Sending, though, so unless I find anything that is strictly just like, this is too good not to give them. There is Spirit Shroud, which is... Spirit Shroud on a ranger. Color me interested in the prospect. But I think I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna not be a bastard. And I am actually gonna give them Sending and fulfill the flavor. Fulfill the flavor. Don't give them bonkers spells. Just oh shit, wrong button. I pressed Control O instead of Control I. The letters are next to each other, so that happens sometimes, you know. 4th level Cleric Spells, we've narrowed our options down from, like, 24 spells to, like, 10. So, we don't have a lot of options here. And we also don't have to pick a Cleric Spell, specifically. Like, it's just... But honestly, Death Ward, kind of... Like, Freedom of Movement is obviously already a Ranger spell. So, yeah, fuck it, give him... Hey, what's Aura of Life again? Nah, whatever. There's Aura of Purity, which is just kind of like a meme spell, because it's just fucking garbage. Like, Aura of Purity is a totally okay spell at, like, 2nd level, or 3rd level, maybe, but as a 4th level spell, man, Aura of Purity is fucking trash. It's just so situational, and even when it's good, it's not even that good. Like, you just cast fucking Intellect Fortress instead, yo. Obviously, you know, Aura of Purity is a PHP spell, and Intellect Fortress is, like, a Tasha's spell, so that's, like, pretty reasonable, like, what the fuck is the word? Disparity in power. Yeah, we're gonna give them Death Ward. That seems cool. And as for a 5th level spell, I'm kind of feeling... Commune. Commune is a good one. Holy Weapon. Never mind, we're giving them Holy Weapon. They don't need Spirit Shroud if they get Holy Weapon. Yeah, Holy Weapon is... So you know I was talking about Spirit Shroud before? Yeah, fuck that. Give them Holy Weapon. Because that is nuts. So I'm going to also put, additionally, whenever you complete a long rest, you may, let me just go grab some text. Give me a second. I go to 1/3 your ranger level. Oh. Okay, right. Not sure how, like, it starts out and you get one cleric spell. That's it. And they're gonna choose Healing Word every time because it's the good one. It's a little secret for you there. That's specifically what that's there for, is to give them Healing Word. Because Healing Word is kind of so good that if you have access to it and you're not taking it, you are doing something wrong. Like, you know, if you get a choice between Healing Word and basically any other spell in the game, you take Healing Word every single time, because it's just that good. It's you know, simple as, really. Like, jokes aside, Healing Word really does just kind of take a big ol' shit over, like, D&D's, like, system of design. I think the way healing works in 5th edition, more than anything, is kind of backwards, almost. Healing is largely very bad. Almost exclusively so. All of the good healing is saved for things like Prayer of Healing, which takes 10 minutes, and really high-level healing spells like Heal, Mass Heal, and Power Word Heal. Basically, every other healing spell in the game is just not worth casting unless the target is actively unconscious and dying. Just on the grounds of, because of the action economy more than anything else. The theory being, for anybody who doesn't know it, that most healing spells take your action. So you are spending your action to give somebody else, say you're casting Cure Wounds, for instance. You are spending your action to cast Cure Wounds and give them... Say you're literally like a second level cleric or something, and we'll say you have 18 wisdom. You're giving them an average of 8 hit points. And you're spending your whole turn to do that, because clerics don't do anything as their bonus action, especially at second level. I say clerics that don't have spiritual weapon, which they should have, don't have anything to do with their bonus action at all, except cast Healing Word and whatever. But the idea that you spent your whole turn doing that person was going to take that, the person you healed was going to get a turn regardless. And if you were under the impression that they weren't going to get a turn, then there's a good chance your healing isn't going to be enough. Because most creatures, even at low levels, can slap you for more than 8 damage. Pretty consistently at that. If you're fighting any creature of any kind of like formidable nature, then whatever healing you can give somebody is not enough for them to tank probably more than 1 attack, if that. And that's kind of trash. So the stream is buffering on my side. I'm not sure if it is. Oh, okay, no, everything is fine. I thought the stream was buffering, but no, it seems to be fine. I assume it wasn't anyway. Do somebody put something in chat if the stream is having struggles, or what have you. But yeah, that's sort of the theory behind healing, like the efficiency of healing, to the point where like combat healing is just actively a waste of resources because you generally don't get anything out of doing it. If the target is unconscious, then they won't have a turn, so it's worth you spending your turn so they get a turn. And also, you know, that the idea that like the Earth Elemental steps on your head to make sure you're dead kind of thing. They can't one-shot kill you. You know, ignoring all of the you might die aspects of being unconscious. Just in like a raw gameplay perspective, you don't get a turn. So if you're healed, you don't get your turn back, so it's worth you spending your turn so your friend gets a turn. But Healing Word kind of takes a dump on that, because it's a bonus action. You can still do other things on your turn, which is why the half-casters don't get it. And why the fact that this ranger can get Healing Word is amazing, and why they should be taking it every time. Because obviously, normally, you cast spells as a bonus action, you can't cast any more spells as an action. On the flip side, if you're a ranger, shooting somebody in the face, that's not a spell. So, if you cast Healing Word, you're still free to shoot a guy in the face, which is in turn why they don't get it. I think the only form of bonus action healing is Aura of Vitality, which is a paladin spell that is an action to cast and a bonus action to proc on subsequent turns. So, yeah, that's like the only instance of it, and it's also a really difficult spell to set up, because the only time it's really useful is when somebody's unconscious, and you're spending your whole turn to do it anyway, so why not just go over and use Lay on Hands? It's going to be more efficient, and efficient use of your actions, because you won't be spending an action and a bonus action to get somebody up, and also a 3rd level spell. Like, you're a paladin, you just pump 1 point of Lay on Hands in them, it doesn't matter. Or if you're a high level paladin, you just dump your whole Lay on Hands in them, and then they're actually, like, they won't go down in 1 hit. So little tips and tricks for healers out there. Don't combat heal, it's bad. Unless somebody's unconscious, or you have big heals, and I mean big heals, like big heals. You're a high level life cleric casting a spell at a high level, or you're casting heal or dumping like most of your Lay on Hands as a paladin, or, you know, a 9th level healing spell. Unless it's any one of those things, don't fucking do it. Just don't. Either way, I think this ability is cool. Being able to prepare like a small smattering of cleric spells, I think that's neat. Whether it's strong, or whether it's too strong, is another question altogether. Ranger already is very contested for a bonus action because, you know, Hunter's Mark is a thing, and we've also just given them Shield of Faith and Spiritual Weapon, so I think giving them Healing Word is just kind of like, or giving them access to Healing Word more specifically, is cluttering up their bonus actions even more, but if you have lots of things to do and all of them are good, then that's a fun gameplay experience. You know, you're not like, oh god, what do I do? What do I do? It's like, oh, what do I do? All my options are good. What's the best option to take right now? That encourages sort of smart gameplay and development of like actually thinking about the things you do on a turn-by-turn basis instead of just picking what seems to be the best thing. It's like, no, you think about it for 10 seconds or so and go, okay, this does this, this does that, which is immediately more efficient for me. Because that's what your character is thinking. Whether you personally as a player give a shit about character power or not is another thing altogether. If you as a player are like putting in that thought, then, you know, your character is certainly going to be. But either way, I'm going to take a quick break here. When I come back, I'm going to work on the rest of this. I had a bit of a late start today, but I should be able to work out the majority of this today, I should think. There's not, like, Ranger gets features at 3rd, 7th, 11th, and 15th, so we need to work on another 3rd level feature, a 7th, and then an 11th, and a 15th. So, when I come back, I'm going to make some notes on maybe some ideas whilst I'm, like, because I'm going to go grab food because I'm fucking starving. When I come back, we're going to look at some notes on that, or I will probably have written some notes. I shouldn't be any more than sort of 5-10 minutes or so. I'm going to try and eat at a reasonable speed because, well, you know, I don't want to take too long on my break. But either way, I'll be back shortly. Don't go anywhere unless you need to go somewhere, in which case, you know, ignore me. I would assume you would do that anyway, but, you know, just in case. You're very easily persuaded. Go do the things you need to do, and then maybe come back. I'll be back shortly. I return. Hello. Oh, I went to the wrong one. I'm a fool. I went to the wrong screen. Alas, my failures are known. But I'm back now. Hello. So I came up with an idea. It is 2 sentences right now. But... oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. So here is my idea. A creature... I need to look at sending. For how sending, because you can cast sending to like a bear, and a bear will just know. A creature that hears and understands the message. Suffers 1d4 psychic damage. See, I feel like these rangers should get command, but command is not that good on rangers. Then again, Holy Message is kind of their command, so I feel like it would actually be overlap. So it justifies me still giving them Shield of Faith. So, there we go. Oh, God. I'm liking this so far. I'm not sure how to... I'm not sure about this one here. Just call it Radiant Message. That's, I think. Rolling 2d4 extra damage once per turn is a lot, but... You know what, I think maybe being able to deliver different messages should probably come at a higher level. So the reason I have the range here of 30 feet is to encourage emissaries to be melee, because a melee ranger is really fun. And I really wish, like, 5th edition ranger... basically, 4th edition ranger, you have 2 different types of ranger. There is, you know, archer ranger and 2-weapon fighting ranger. Problem is, in 5e, 2-weapon fighting is hot garbage, especially on ranger, amusingly enough. Because ranger is so dependent on using bonus actions to do things, especially this ranger, which is... it's kind of sad, but... you can be a stranger, or a strength ranger, if you will, or a strength anger, given that STR is the for strength. Maybe you can have toots, whatever. Strangers are a thing, and they're pretty cool, because Polearm Master, Grey Weapon Master, on a ranger, is quite good, and also really fun, more specifically. Especially if you're a Horizon Walker. Do all kinds of nonsense with that. I'll say, Joe, I don't think he's here at the moment, but he's currently playing one in the game I run on a Saturday. He hasn't gotten to, like, the level where it gets crazy yet, where you get just, like, a bunch of teleports and more attacks, because Horizon Walker is just kind of nuts like that. But it is very cool. Oh, God. Yeah, I want to try and encourage melee ranger, because if you want to be optimal, melee ranger is just kind of but strength ranger with Polearm Master, or alternatively actually whip ranger, a ranger with a whip, if you want to go with dex and have like a whip as a melee weapon, and then like an offhand light crossbow. Oh god, you could do fucking crossbow expert with this, can't you? Fuck. I mean, you can do crossbow expert with basically bloody anything. Crossbow expert is ridiculous. And also, like, the flavor of crossbow expert is even worse, because you shoot with your light crossbow twice, and then you just kind of swap hands to facilitate making the extra attack, because sure. Takes an extra 1d4 psychic damage. This is only once per turn, so I think honestly this could be just be a d6. Oh. Yeah, I like this. This is cool. This is very interesting. Oh. I'm not sure what this ability will be called, but So these all need to be like quite good. I think that's the main thing. They all need to be. Oh, I did it again. Press Control I and then slipped and press Control O. So I think one of the things we need here is probably and isn't there a spell called Divine Word? Yeah, Divine Word. I guess it could just be called Radiant Word. That'd be good. So, Warding Word. Hit points equal to your ranger level. Which lasts till the start of your next turn. This is too high. I look like a Smurf. Smurf is a bad example because that implies blueness and not, you know, smallness. Oh shit! That's way too far. There we go. There we go. Okay, right. I'm probably in frame now. Oh. Right. Temporary once you get your ranger level, that's... I mean, realistically, if you're like a barbarian, just like within range of the bad guy, you like pew and then send out a whoosh of... Probably add some flavor text to this, actually, as... So yeah, Warding Word. So it also makes sense for them to get Healing Word now, because yeah, it's speaking it. Okay, right. I've justified giving them Healing Word now. I mean, jokes aside, it now actually makes more flavorful sense than Spiritual Weapon, so that is the justification there, right? Like, jokes aside of me trying to find a way to give it to them, that does actually work really well. They could also get Prayer of Healing, because that is a lot of words, but I think... I don't know. Yeah, I mean, realistically, because they can just take all of these good spells. They can prepare all of their good spells, so it's fine. Let's give them Prayer of Healing. Are there any other prayer spells? Because there really should be more of them, you know? There's not really many prayer spells. Then again, the prayer spells do take like 10 minutes. So, yeah, actually, yeah, what the fuck other prayer spells would there even be? So yeah, that seems reasonable. Warding Word. Frightful Word. There we go. Go start. So, Frightful Word. There we go. Probably needs to be like 3 of these, realistically. Like, maybe 4 if we come up with a 4th one that like that's really cool and works really well or whatever, but Avenging Word. Target is marked until the start of your next turn. It suffers an extra 24. Now, that's probably too good. That's actually just not probably. That is just too good, I think. Oh, I know, actually. Here we go. The first attack roll made against the target each... creature other than you is made with advantage. I think the last one is enfeebling word. Let me just alphabetize that. Each time the target rolls damage before the start of your next turn, the target makes a damage roll before the start of your next turn, it makes that roll twice, taking the lower of the two results. So unless this is against like a big wizard or whatever who's casting, a 9th level fireball, well, I suppose in that instance it could be kind of irritating, but I think the implication that like you're gonna do less damage now, please. Just, like, obviously they can like high roll twice, but oh, hang on. Oh wait, no. Okay, right. So you can only do this like a few times. Like realistically, you're a ranger, you're gonna max wisdom probably by like 19th level. Like for most of your time, you will have 2, 3, or 4 uses of this per day, which I think is reasonable. I think then again, like, I just don't want you to be able to do this literally every turn. I think uncoupling this from wisdom is what I'm going to do, actually. You can use this feature twice. And you complete a short or long rest. I'll say, okay, there we go. That feels cool. I like this. And you got 4 unique abilities. All of them are pretty strong as well. Oh, hang on. Rogues. This just... Then again, like, honestly, when do rogues not get sneak attack? Like, there are very few instances where they don't get it. I should think so, yeah. I'm liking the name. I think it's focused a core flavor that I didn't have until literally right at the start of the stream, where I was like, oh, this is what it is now. But this one I'm gonna red text because this does combo with rogues maybe a little too well, but at the same time, like, giving rogues guaranteed sneak attack is not really that big of a deal. Like, it's not giving them more sneak attacks, it's just making sure they get it. And they can still roll like trash, so I don't know. We'll have to see. 11th level. What's the time? That's about half 6. I'll say I'll probably be stopping at about 20 minutes or so, but I'll be able to like work out something simple for these last two abilities pretty easily, I should think. That's something to look at. What level is Divine Word? Is it 7th level? It is. I just had an idea. And an idea for a 15th level feature. I'm not sure how to feel about it at the moment, but I think it could be very interesting. Now, giving rangers access to a 7th level spell, I'm not sure how to feel about. To be fair, they get it at 15th level, which is a level when wizards and clerics and the sword already have access. You know, like, when a cleric has already had access to Divine Word for like 2 levels. And Divine Word is not that good of a spell either. I think is another good point. It has very specific use. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to feel about this. If I come up with something better, I'll definitely cut it and replace it with something else. But as of right now, I think this is an interesting idea to give them this spell. It's definitely cool, that's for sure. That's something I haven't looked into. You get 1/3 your ranger level. But when do you get your last one? It's 18th level. Is by that stage you have access to 6 spells. 6 ranger spells, or 6 cleric spells. Yeah, that seems pretty fair actually. By that stage, you can have like, you know, like a 5th level spell, you know, a 4th, a couple thirds, a 2nd, and a 1st or something. That seems, you know, yeah, that seems very fair. I think this ability kind of falls off. It goes through stages of being very good and stages of being not super great or quite limiting. Especially when you get to like, when you're 5th level, you have like, and you have to wait until 6th to actually prepare a 1st and a 2nd level spell. You have to choose which one you want, which kind of sucks. But I think I don't think it's like too. It's not like I don't think it's gonna be a deal breaker for anybody. That's for sure. And let's take a look. Ooh, I like. So Fey Wanderer gets an ability called Fey Reinforcements, and I like. Oh, hang on, actually, that's something to look at. Summon Fey is 3rd level. I reckon Summon Celestial is much higher level than that. Yeah, it's 5th level. That could be the 15th level ability, maybe? Basically, the ability that I'm referring to is the Fey Wanderer's Fey Reinforcements to get to the 11th level, which lets them teaches them Summon Fey for free, and they can cast it once per day for free. They don't need to provide the material components, and when they do, they can cast it and not use concentration, and if they do, the duration is reduced to a minute, which I think is awesome. Problem is, Summon Fey is a 3rd level spell, and Summon Celestial, which is obviously what these guys would get, is a 5th level spell. And is thus, you know, fairly obviously much better. So let me look at like let me compare the Celestial and the Fey Spirit real quick. References, Bestiary. I need to take off all my filters I was using earlier on. So the Celestial Spirit has like 40 hit points, has a fly speed. It could be a defender, an avenger. A defender or an avenger, that's it. Honestly, I think I might cut the Divine Word thing, just because, like, looking at Divine Word, it's a cool ability to be able to, oh, I can cast Divine Word, and you read Divine Word and it's actually kind of shit. So yeah, I am gonna give them Celestial Reinforcements. Or Celestial Choir. That's it. That's, yeah, fuck Celestial Reinforcements. Celestial Choir. May as well just do this. Yeah, honestly, It's A, really strong, and B, just kind of cool. Wait. You get a 5th level spell once per day for free. Fuck. It doesn't work. Because you're learning a spell of a level you don't even have access to yet. Shit. Oh, that really fucking sucks. It's such a cool ability as well. That doesn't even work. Wait, hang on. No, ignore me. I was like, oh, Summon Fey, they don't have it, but no, Summon Fey's a 3rd level spell, they get it at 11th. They get 3rd level spells at 9th level, they already have it. No, we can't do this. That's really upsetting, actually. That's such a cool ability. Celestial Choir, summon a buddy. I just fucking, everybody wants to summon a buddy, and that's because it's cool. It's like one of the coolest things you can do in any game is it's like, oh, it's me and also my friend, so I get 2 turns in combat, so I mean I get to play the game more. But mostly 5th edition does it really badly, and the new summon spells are actually like a super cool way of doing it. I actually like, I really didn't like the summon spells when they were first around, but they're growing on me quite a lot. I'm still no, I think like trying to force it is probably not necessary. Especially like making a spell or anything like that. It's yeah, I think trying to force it is probably a bit much. So it's fine. I'll tell you what would be cool though, is I just had a good idea for another level word, is Holy Command. Beginning at you expend a use of your Radiant Word feature to cast command as a bonus action without expending a spell slot. There we go. That's interesting. Okay, right. I like this ability. I don't think it's necessarily all that strong, but it's cool. And that's kind of where it should sit. It's probably pretty alright. Oh, that's something else I should put, actually. Because I think command requires them to understand you. Of at least one can understand you when you cast command. And is affected by the spell regardless of its type or languages known. There we go. So to bring it up with like divine, like holy message doesn't give a shit about them being able to understand you. To be fair, them needing to understand you could be a cool way of getting rangers, like getting some use out of favored enemies' extra languages, which would be really funny, to be fair. But I think enough for the sake of flavor and making and trying to make favored enemy good is, well, just stupid. So I'm not going to do that. Okay, right. What's the time? Okay, I've got about sort of 5-10 minutes or so. I'll start sort of hashing out an idea for a 15th level feature. So, Fey Wanderer gets Misty Step a whole bunch of times. Gloom Stalker gets a very badly worded version of Uncanny Dodge. Monster Hunter gets the ability to react to an attack. Basically gets retaliate, like the Berserker Barbarian's retaliate ability, except only on the target of their slayers, whatever the fuck. And Swarmkeeper gets a arguably better version of the Gloomstalker Spectral Defense, because it lets him teleport. Think maybe giving them some benefit to saving throws could be interesting. Maybe bumping Holy Message some more could be interesting. Okay. I think I had an idea. It's lost me. I'll just stick with like a whatever name. I'll probably put additionally, comma, damage dealt by your holy message feature. Increases to, not by. Oh, that's cracking my neck. Neck go crunch. Needs to be in like a unique active ability by the looks of things. All of them give you like either a reaction or a bonus action by the looks of things. Most of them reactions. What does oh no, Horizon Walker gets special defense. What does Gloom Stalker get? You can impose disadvantage on an attack made against you, as long as the attack doesn't have advantage. So it's sort of a worse version of the rogue's elusive, which seems to be a theme of Ranger, is just getting worse versions of rogue abilities. I'm thinking some kind of bonuses to saving throws. I think that's probably the way to go. Now by the time you reach 15th level. Makes a saving throw. You may expend a use of your Radiant Word feature as a bonus action. No, as a bonus action, as a reaction. Probably shouldn't be a D10, probably just be like a D8 or something. You may use this feature or after the creature has made as a result to its saving throw. Yeah, I think that's interesting. I think that's quite strong, and I think it has an interesting effect. That's cool. We call it I was going to call it Word of Radiance, which there's a feature already called Radiant Word. I'll call it Divine Speech. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Or Divine Preacher. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. Yeah, I need to add some flavor text to some of these abilities. Like, I'll put like also at 3rd level. Onto your adversaries, you can speak, read, and write Celestial. Additionally, once on each of your turns, when you hit a creature within 30 feet of you with a weapon attack, may deliver a divine message. A creature with intelligence of at least 1 understands the meaning of your message. A creature that hears and understands the message takes an extra 1d6 psychic damage. I'm not sure about psychic damage. I feel like it should be radiant damage. Just for like the flavor. And also there's one that already does psychic damage. So at 7th level, you get this extra thing that makes your holy message better, but you can do it a certain number of times. At 11th, you learn a spell, and you can cast it as a bonus action, and without a spell slot by expending the uses of this feature here. And then at 15th level, you can basically give like a die to somebody's saving throw, including your own, by expending uses of this feature. And also the damage, just like of your 1st level feature, becomes much better. I think that's really strong. I think this is in a good spot. I like this. I like this a lot. Yeah, I forgot to name this table. This table does need a name. Emissary spells. There we go. Oh. I would say it's a grand success. I'm very happy with this. This is really cool. This is this is a very interesting design space. It fills a niche for Ranger, both flavorfully and design-wise. Has a very cool flavor. I like it. I think this is a strong result. Yeah, I'm very happy with this. I think for this project, I have a few more subclasses to work on. I have a couple that are finished that I need to like repurpose for it. I'm using my Saboteur Rogue, which I have in my home game. Yeah, Barbarian is the one that because I made a Barbarian subclass quite recently as well for another project, so I've had my practice with that as well. I've made a lot of Barbarian subclasses in the past like few months because I did one for Custodians of Soul. Oh yeah, no, I say I'll be finishing very soon, but I've finished all of this. But I say yeah, I'm still considering your idea for Barbarian. Unless I come up with anything I'm like super married to, I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna sit and think on it and basically just like, I'm gonna work my way through the rest of these over the next couple of weeks and make a decision, like. Because I haven't made a decision by then, I'm gonna go with the idea that you had, because I like it, but I want to see if I, come up with something I'm like, oh, I want to do that. But yeah, no, I'm very happy with this. I think I've got the Mechanic Artificer, which is gonna probably take some work, because the abilities are really weird. Because your vehicle is an object that does damage to things, which is really strange. It is a vehicle. It is an object that you treat as a mount, which is again really weird. So yeah, that's like a whole thing. But either way, I'm gonna deal with that when we get there. So yeah, I think the I have Saboteur Rogue. What else have I done? I did the Deceiver in my own time, and then obviously last week I did oh god, what did I do last week? Oh, I did the Sorcerer subclass, the Fey Touched. And I think that's all of them. 1, 2, 3. Barbarian, Rogue, Ranger, Sorcerer, Warlock, Artificer. Yeah. I say I have Like Saboteur, which is for all intents and purposes is done. I need to post a thing of it and make some tweaks to it, but it's done. And there's the Barbarian one, which is like from scratch, and then there is Mechanic, which is going to take some work, but is in essence complete. But yeah, so I'm going to go raid somebody, and then I have a game to go to, which starts in like 2 minutes, so I need to like go, because I want to make a drink. He says there's still some tea, and I'm going to drink it. Ah, yes, cold tea. Tastes of kind of nothing, actually. It doesn't really taste of anything. I'm sure if it was black tea, then it would taste absolutely foul, but I think it would taste foul regardless. So, who is live at this time? Taste of sad? Not particularly. There does not appear to be anybody live at the moment that I am following, so I may leave things there. I will be streaming again at some point this week. When that is, I don't know. I'll be streaming on Sunday, because I just got to Kanto and Hargold. And I'll be streaming Chrono Trigger at some point during the week. I know I'm doing something on Wednesday evening and Thursday evening, so it'll either be Tuesday or Friday. I'd say Tuesday, tomorrow. It's probably going to be Friday, because I think I want, like, an evening to myself tomorrow. I want to try and, like, get lots of work done tomorrow, because, man, do I have a lot of it. I'm, like, slowly carving things off of my to-do list. I, like, 100% finished the PDF for my next release, so I need to start on my release primer, like all my marketing material for that, which is going to be oh so fun, because I sure do love marketing. It's my favorite thing, and sure doesn't make me feel like the hollow husk of a man. I love it. It is so fun. If you couldn't tell by my the oozes of sarcasm, I don't, and I hate it a lot. So that's going to be great. And then I have like 10 quintillion games to plan for, and all manner of other nonsense. So I got a busy all the time for me, and it sure is good. But yeah, either way, I'm gonna fucking head off now because I got a game to go to. Hope folks have enjoyed themselves. Do press the buttons if you want. Like, you know, where's my? Oh no, the chat posted my nonsense just now. I don't need to bother. Hang on, where's the Twitter? Where's Twitter link. Look at me. Look at me doing the self-advertisement. Huzzah! It sure is fun. It's not. Either way, I'm gonna head off now. I'll probably be back on Friday for Chrono Trigger or what have you. And yeah, hope folks have enjoyed themselves. I shall head off. See ya.